Hi friends, in this video I'm going to discuss about one of the widely used proximity sensor in industry, that is inductive proximity sensor. These sensors will detect the presence of metallic objects without having any direct contact with them. Here you can see this is the proximity sensor and this detects the scan without having any direct contact with them. And if your application requirement is the detection of non-metallic objects like paper or wood or plastic or any other non-metal, then you have to select other types of proximity sensor like capacitive type or photoelectric type. Here I will explain the operation of this inductive proximity sensor. Here you can see this is the inductive proximity sensor. This is having oscillator. Number one is oscillator, number two is speech trigger, number three is the output driver. And this is the sensing distance, and means whenever the object comes in the range of the sensing distance of the sensor, then this sensor will be activated. And this is the metal object that need to be sensed. And here I have selected NPN output of the proximity sensor. So NPN transistor will be there at the output, and there are three terminals. One is power supply of the sensor, other is a negative terminal of the power supply, and another is output of this sensor. And here I have connected a lamp load between the positive terminal and the output. So whenever this sensor is activated, so this transistor will be switched on and this lamp will be glow, and this setup will be used for testing your proximity sensor. Here you can see, so whenever the metal object comes in the sensing range of your sensor, so the lamp glows because this transistor will be switched on, and then the current starts flowing from the positive terminal to the negative terminal through this transistor. The inductive proximity sensor works on the principle of electromagnetic coupling between the sensor coil. So this is the sensor coil and the metal target to be detected. This is the metal target which need to be sensed, and this is known as Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So what this law states, so whenever an AC voltage is applied to the coil, so magnetic field will be generated. Here you can see this is in the clockwise direction, and whenever this magnetic field is interacted with the metal target, here you can see the eddy current starts flowing in that metal target, and these eddy currents will further generate the secondary magnetic field. Here you can see these blue lines will indicate the secondary magnetic field that opposes the primary magnetic field. And because of this, so the oscillator signal amplitude will be reduced, that need to be detected for sensing the presence of the metal object. Here you can see, so whenever the target is not in the magnetic field of the sensor, so the oscillator amplitude of the sensor is like this, and whenever the metal object that need to be detected comes into the sensing range of your proximity sensor, so because of this eddy current generation, so the primary magnetic field will be interacted and the oscillator amplitude will be reduced, and this change in the amplitude need to be detected by the electronic circuitry for the detecting the presence of the object. Here you can see this is the block diagram. This is the oscillator, so sensor oscillator, and this is the demodulator. What this demodulator will do, will convert the AC amplitude of this oscillator to the DC, and which is continuously monitored. This DC value is continuously monitored by this speech trigger. What is the requirement of this speech trigger? So it will avoids the false alarms or nuisance signal. So whenever the amplitude drops to a particular level, that is hysteresis this speech trigger will provide, then only the output will be activated, and which is further given to a switching amplifier, and finally it goes to the output stage for giving the control signal. There are different types of this proximity sensor. One is shielded sensor and another is unshielded sensor. Here you can see unshielded sensor. So this is the shielded sensor where the coil is also encapsulated by the metal. Here unshielded sensor, the coil is not covered with the metal, so both are having an advantage and disadvantage. The unshielded sensor is having higher sensing range compared to the shielded sensor, but the disadvantage, it cannot be flush mounted, so the sensor will be coming out of your mounting arrangement. Here you can see this is not flush mounted, so it is coming out of the mounting arrangement, because so whenever this is placed inside this mounting arrangement, so this sensor may give false signals by detecting this mounting. So because of that, it should be come out of the mounting arrangement. And the shielded sensor advantage is it can be flush mounted, so it can go into your mounting arrangement, but the disadvantage, the sensing range is less compared to the unshielded sensor. So these are the outputs. So NPN output, PNP output, these are the widely used outputs for this proximity sensor. There are also other outputs like normal NO or normal NC, and depending upon your application requirement, you have to select the type of the sensor output. Thank you for watching my video.